With the holidays quickly approaching, I wanted to bring you something on the dessert side, something that is going to be easy to do, something classic with an updated twist, and I do believe I have the perfect recipe for you today. It is going to be all about that classic old-fashioned bread pudding with an updated gallery twist, and it is all going to start here with your choice of bread. So when choosing your bread for bread pudding, you want to keep it out overnight because you want it to stale up a little bit. I like a lot of crust on my bread. You could use a French bread like this, or you could use a sweet bread. It really comes down to preference, but one thing is for sure, you want to keep your slices about 1 inch by 2 inch and try to keep them as uniform as possible. So to make this bread here easier to work with, we will cut it all down in half. And as you can see, we are definitely nice and crusty and nice and stale, which again is what you want. I like that crusty outside with that nice pocket hold inside. That is going to suck up all the custard, and that is exactly what you want. So you've got all that cubed up. You're going to grab yourself a large bowl like this, and you want to get everything in. You want to get that bowl, move it to the side, because it is now time to make the custard. So this is going to start with 5 eggs. Remember always when you're cracking the eggs with one hand, do not go like this, because you will just get some shell in it. Use a flat surface, crack it, take your hand and flip it open. Give it a little bit of a mix. And from there you are going to go 1.5 cups of milk, 1.5 cups of heavy cream, and of course we got our sugar, and all the full ingredient list will be down in the description. Vanilla extract, cinnamon, and of course nutmeg, because this mixture here is going to go in the bread mixture. You want to let this sit for about 20 minutes or so because you want all that liquid to soak into the bread. And then I am going to take you in the house because I got a pecan caramel sauce that I want to make. After that, I will bring you back out here. We will fire up my Z grills, load it down with cherry pellets, and make ourselves a classic old-fashioned bread pudding with a gallery twist. Alrighty guys, look, first off, what you want to do is you want to set that oven temp to 325. Now you can do this in the oven in the house, or you can certainly do this in the pit outside. 3 cups of pecans. You pulse those pecans lightly. You are going to get a tray, get those pecans out on the tray. You are going to get them in the oven, like I said, 325 for 7 to 10 minutes. As that is going, get yourself 1.5 sticks of salted butter. You are going to get 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Get that in a 3-quart saucepan and lightly start to melt it. Once you are about halfway melted, add in 1/2 cup of honey. From there, get yourself 3 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream. At this point, you are going to incorporate all that goodness together, bring it up to a light simmer, and simmer for about 5 to 7 minutes. After that 5 to 7 minutes or so, your pecans should already be done. Get those out, get them inside that mixture right there, adding a little bit at a time. Once you get that all added in, keep incorporating it together and simmer it for another 5 minutes. Get yourself a little bit of a bowl, pour that in, put it on the side to rest. Alrighty, all, welcome back, and that is caramel with pecans to end all caramel with pecans, I guarantee it. And look, do not skimp on this step here. You want this bread to soak the allotted 20 minutes to a half hour. You want it to soak up. Remember, you are working with a stale bread, so it is going to take a little bit of time for that custard to penetrate in the bread. Once you have mixed it up good enough and it has penetrated into the bread, we want to add it to this 9 by 13 sprayed out baking dish. Let me explain to you what I did here, since I did lose a little bit of footage. You want to get that custard mixture there, get it in by your 9 by 13. Be careful that you do not overfill it. Get some of your toffee crumbles, sprinkle it along the top. Get about 1/4 of your caramel and dab it along the top also. If you've got some custard mixture left over, you could pour the rest of that in. Just be careful that you don't overfill it, as it will bubble up a little bit as you cook. From there, get all that goodness and get it in the pit. Set our temp on the pit to 350 Fahrenheit, and we are looking at about an hour. After that hour time, I will bring you back, and we got one more step to finish it up. Alrighty guys, so we are almost there. Let's get the bread pudding off. Let's get it on the board, and let's finish it up. So to take that old-fashioned classic bread pudding and kick it up a couple notches, we will hit it with some Heath Bar Crunch. And this is going to give it that nice toffee flavor that I love so much. Now you could use butterscotch chips, chocolate chips, banana. You can kick it up any way you'd like. And of course, our homemade caramel pecan sauce. Remember, it is Thanksgiving and calories definitely do not count. Guys, at this point, what I am gonna do is I am gonna jack up my Z-Grills to about 450, 500. I will get this back on the pit and I will cook it for about another 15 minutes. We will get it off, we will put it on the board, and we will close out the show. All right, and look, and we are done in the nick of time as the rain begins to fall here in the Garden State. I mean, what do you say? What do you know? I mean, this looks absolutely incredible. Look at the caramel just working in there with those toasted off pecans, with the or pecans, whatever, with that custard into that bread. I mean, this is just going to be amazing. I'm going to get off a little bit of a slice. Usually, I would do this with some ice cream, but I got to keep it mellow here today. And also, I am going to be serving this on Thanksgiving, so it is going to be just a little bit of a slice. Oh man, and it is nice and custardy, which is exactly what I wanted because I got to reheat it, so that is going to be perfect. And what do you say, man? That is a good looking slice right there. See how it stays together? That is exactly what you want. Cheers, and happy Thanksgiving. Merry Christmas, happy 2024. You know the deal. So, you know, I gotta say, man, this is almost like this tastes almost like a jacked up French toast. I mean, the outer exterior of the bread is nice and crispy. You're not gonna get that on French toast for sure. The inside of the bread is so moist with that custard, man. It just goes so well with the crunch of the outside. And of course, that toffee crunch that I threw in there just takes it all through the roof, man. I mean, this is delectable. This is just a flat out treat. There is no doubt about it. So look, that is it. I am gonna close out of this one. Again, don't forget, Z-Grills will have this recipe blogged out. If you go to the Z-Grills webpage and search bread pudding, you will find it in there eventually. Until then, I will have all the ingredient list down in the description. This is a must Christmas make. There is no doubt about it. My name is Tommy. I appreciate you all. Have a great Thanksgiving. And until next time, we will see you soon.